Florida is a popular destination for people who want to enjoy the sunshine, the beaches, and the attractions of the Sunshine State. But living in Florida can also be expensive, especially in the big cities and tourist hotspots. When it comes to places to live, affordable and safe don't always go together. If you are looking for a place to live in Florida that is affordable, safe, and desirable, you may want to consider some of these options. Here are 10 of the cheapest and safest places to live in Florida based on data from Area Vibes, Zillow, and Best Places. If you search on Google, 10 cheapest places to live in Florida, you will never get that result, but today's video is entirely on this topic. But before starting the video, I want to request we are our best effort to create our every single video, so please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start. Number 10. Port Orange, Florida. Port Orange is a city on the Atlantic coast of Florida that is also part of the Daytona Beach-Ormond Beach metropolitan area. Port Orange has a population of about 64,000 and a cost of living index of 104, which is 4% higher than the national average. The average home price in Port Orange is around $335,000, which is 18% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Port Orange is low, with 9 crimes per 1,000 residents. Port Orange has many amenities for families and retirees, such as Dunlawton and Sugar Mill Gardens, Port Orange City Center Municipal Complex, and Spruce Creek Park. Number 9. Palm Coast, Florida. Palm Coast is a city on the Atlantic coast of Florida that is part of the Daytona Beach-Ormond Beach metropolitan area. Palm Coast has a population of about 91,000 and a cost of living index of 103, which is 3% higher than the national average. The average home price in Palm Coast is around $330,000, which is 19% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Palm Coast is low, with 10 crimes per 1,000 residents. Palm Coast has many attractions for beachgoers and golfers, such as Flagler Beach, Washington Oaks Garden State Park, and Palm Harbor Golf Club. Palm Coast, Florida is a growing city that has attracted everyone from young families who want to start a family there to retirees who just want to visit for a few months out of the year. Number 8. Cape Coral, Florida. Cape Coral is a city on the Gulf Coast of Florida that is known for its canals, boating, and fishing. Cape Coral has a population of about 200,000 and a cost of living index of 102, which is 2% higher than the national average. The average home price in Cape Coral is around $325,000, which is 20% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Cape Coral is low, with 11 crimes per 1,000 residents. Cape Coral has many amenities for water lovers, such as Sunsplash Family Water Park, 4 Mile Cove Ecological Preserve, and Cape Coral Yacht Club. Number 7. Gainesville, Florida. Gainesville is a city in north-central Florida that is home to the University of Florida, one of the largest public universities in the country. Gainesville has a population of about 142,000 and a cost of living index of 97, which is 3% lower than the national average. The average home price in Gainesville is around $282,000, which is 31% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Gainesville is slightly above average, with 25 crimes per 1,000 residents. Gainesville has many attractions for students and residents, such as Florida Museum of Natural History, Butterfly Rainforest, and Payne's Prairie Preserve State Park. Number 6. Pine Hills, Florida. Pine Hills is a suburb of Orlando that is located about 6 miles from the city center. Pine Hills has a population of about 66,000 and a cost of living index of 94, which is 6% lower than the national average. The average home price in Pine Hills is around $300,000, which is 27% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Pine Hills is above average, with 28 crimes per 1,000 residents. Pine Hills has some amenities for families and commuters, such as Barnett Park, Orlando West Shopping Center, and easy access to Orlando's attractions. Number 5. Daytona Beach, Florida. Daytona Beach is a city on the Atlantic coast of Florida that is famous for its beaches, motorsports, and spring break parties. Daytona Beach has a population of about 68,000 and a cost of living index of 97, which is 3% lower than the national average. The average home price in Daytona Beach is around $300,000, which is 27% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Daytona Beach is high, with 40 crimes per 1,000 residents. Daytona Beach has many amenities for tourists and residents, such as Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach Boardwalk, and Daytona Lagoon. It's cheap is because a lot of the housing and commercial space is pretty run down. It's not close enough to an urban center to be a bedroom community like the Tampa Bay and Miami metro beaches. Number 4. Okala, Florida. Okala is a city in north-central Florida that is known as the horse capital of the world, because of its many horse farms and equestrian events. Okala has a population of about 64,000 and a cost of living index of 99, which is equal to the national average. The average home price in Okala is around $275,000, which is 33% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Okala is slightly above average, with 24 crimes per 1,000 residents. Okala has many attractions for nature lovers, such as Okala National Forest, Silver Springs State Park, and Rainbow Springs State Park. Number 3. Lady Lake, Florida. Lady Lake is a town in central Florida that is adjacent to the Villages, a large retirement community. Lady Lake has a population of about 15,000 and a cost of living index of 92, which is 8% lower than the national average. The average home price in Lady Lake is around $240,000, which is 41% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Lady Lake is also low, with 12 crimes per 1,000 residents. Lady Lake has many amenities for seniors, such as golf courses, recreation centers, shopping plazas, and medical facilities. While it is true that the largest retirement community in the world began here, our town is also an attractive place for young people to begin their families and for startups to begin their businesses. Number 2. Lake Wales, Florida. Lake Wales is another small city in central Florida that is located in the Lakeland-Winter Haven metropolitan area. Lake Wales has a population of about 16,000 and a cost of living index of 86, which is 14% lower than the national average. The average home price in Lake Wales is around $165,000, which is 60% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Lake Wales is also below average, with 18 crimes per 1,000 residents. Lake Wales has many attractions, such as Bob Tower Gardens, Spook Hill, Lake Wales Museum, and Lake Kissimmee State Park. Number 1. Tavares, Florida. Tavares is a small city in central Florida that is known as the Seaplane City, because of its seaplane base and marina on Lake Dora. Tavares has a population of about 17,000 and a cost of living index of 90, which is 10% lower than the national average. The average home price in Tavares is around $230,000, which is 44% lower than the Florida average. The crime rate in Tavares is also low, with 14 crimes per 1,000 residents, compared to the state average of 23. Tavares offers a variety of amenities, such as parks, museums, restaurants, and festivals. If you are planning a trip to the area and looking for ideas, these are some of the top things to do in Tavares. From parks to seaplanes to gardens and museums, check out all the best places you can visit on a trip to this charming city. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.